What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. So let's talk, guys. We have some interesting stuff going on here. Guys, this is one of the biggest wealth creation opportunity of the world. This is a once in a lifetime thing that will happen. It is the new financial system. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to be part of that? Or do you just want to believe that nothing is going on, that these are all conspiracies, and just move on with your life? I ask you guys to just do some research and open your eyes, because a lot of people still sleeping and still think that nothing is happening and that everything is just news and it's just not relevant. But if we really open our eyes, guys, we can see that they are implementing the new financial system as we speak. Here we can see be in the right asset or vanish away. Ripple is in the position that I compared to Amazon, and it was Amazon Books in 1997. And Books is cross-border payment for Ripple. Now, this is something, guys, that we have been saying a lot of times. Many times we have been saying that Ripple is positioned the same as Apple, Amazon, and all those big tech companies that you see that are so huge right now. Ripple is going to be among them, guys. And we are telling you that this is going to happen. And if you do not believe, see for yourself. See the things for yourself that I will show you in this video and understand what will happen.
For 2 or 3 years now that in crypto, a lot of the projects you see going on here are going to go to zero. But there are Amazon.coms in there somewhere, right? Things, the major protocol layers, the significant network technologies, those are going to make it out here stronger than ever 2 years from now. But things are going to get shaken out now. The scams, the charlatans, the easy money guys, those people are going to get shaken out in the next 6 months. And you're starting to see that now.
And I think Ripple is in a position that I compare to Amazon circa 1997, where Amazon at those ages, which you and I will remember, it wasn't Amazon, it was Amazon Books. The name of the company was Amazon Books, and it competed with Borders and Barnes & Noble. Today, obviously, it does lots of things. I think of Ripple, our first vertical, the Books is to cross-border payments for Ripple.
And I've been saying for
Look how Brett Garlinghouse is saying to you guys what is going to happen, because he knows exactly that this lawsuit is just a stepping stone, something they have to face to actually get mass adoption. How many of you are actually paying attention to the financial reset that is happening right before our eyes? It's a new asset class. It's wealth transfer.
Reset will be a huge shock when Americans catch on. That's why the average person won't hear a word about the story until it's obvious to just about everyone. And by then, it's going to be too late.
Yep.
In the months ahead,
It's going to be too late, guys, if you start waiting now. See? And this is what a lot of people will be in this position because they're sleeping. They're too busy watching useless stuff, right?
Banks around the world are planning to go digital. Many of the legacy banks you've heard of, where you probably even keep your money, like Bank of America, Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo, they're about to be reset, overhauled by a new type of technology called...
Now, listen how she is saying exactly the bank and Citi and Wells Fargo, which are all Ripple partners. She literally mentioned all the Ripple partners, and they're going to reset. That's not for no reason, guys. XRP holders have been the biggest losers in the SEC versus Ripple case, despite the regulator's mandate to protect consumers. As Deaton highlighted in his writ of mandamus, the SEC stands that XRP constitutes a security is unprecedented in over 70 years of securities law. Now, this is interesting, right? Johnny Deaton is saying that we are suffering from the lawsuit. But actually, guys, you have to see it like this. The lawsuit is a stepping stone, something that has to happen to actually open the gateways for mass adoption. I don't see the lawsuit as something that is losing for the XRP community. Because listen, the small people, the people with a small mindset, the people that are weak-handed are now getting shaken out of this XRP holding position, right? You have people who were holding XRP, and because of the lawsuit, they dropped it. That's what they want. They want the weak people out. Only the strong will survive out here, guys. Only the people that hold long enough will reap the rewards. Page 12 of PDF is probably the most significant. Let's take a look here, guys. This is a very interesting appendix list of Cbdc solution and infrastructure providers. And here we can see, of course, Ripple, right? Bhutan and Palau are already using RippleNet, but there's many more. And this is a bit of a weird list where they actually show you Accenture, which is a Ripple partner actually. So it doesn't mean that Ripple here is standing and then all of these are doing the same thing as Ripple. No, these will actually integrate with each other to make a financial system more efficient. Here we can see I could not copy the link from the group. Look up the name of the article. A practical guide to a Cbdc design and implementation. Report series partners Ripple, Hedera, and Prosperous. Understand what is going on here, guys. It's not for nothing that Ripple is the bigger partner here. Solutions providers, Ripple again. And here you can see again Accenture, IBM, which are all Ripple partners eventually. See, they integrate together, they work together. Corda, Algorand, they work all together. This is going to be a new ecosystem, guys. Comparing DLT infrastructure in a Cbdc context. And then there is some text there, guys, but we understand the picture, right? Which is most significant. Two blockchain-based protocols, Ripple and XLM, are gaining popularity as the coins of choice for many international businesses. A digital dollar will provide a missing front end to facilitate international trade robustly. Look at this. Here we can see, this is Harvard, guys. Yeah, in a paper they say two blockchain-based protocols, Ripple and Stellar, are gaining popularity as the coins of choice for many an international business because they have the most efficient and cheapest option, which is cross-border payments. CO2 tokens on the XRPL2. Look at that. Thinking ahead, guys. Ripple is always ahead. It has been around for a decade and it's constantly improving. Tokenization and issuance of ESG assets based on legal and MRV data on XRPL. Utilizing XLS20 and Interwork Alliance token taxonomy framework, right? Ecological project XLS20 NFT based. Crazy stuff is coming, guys. We just started with NFTs on XRP. That is the tokenization world that is still waiting out there to be used. We identified run risk, payment risk potential for disrupting a single uniform currency and believe legislation is needed to address those the current authorities of regulation is not sufficient to address those stresses. Let's take a look at this video, guys.
Number of different innovations in payments that we think should be looked at in terms of all of our policy objectives, including financial risks. So first is the Cbdc, second is the instant payments, which is building on the existing infrastructure of which current non-bank payment providers as well as bank payment providers could be operating. And third is stablecoins. Stablecoins are new technology, perhaps the provision of new types of money. They're a bit more complex than the existing system. I think we identified run risk, payment risk, potential for disrupting a single uniform currency, and believe that legislation is needed to address those, that the current authorities of the financial regulators is not sufficient to address those risks. I think we are not there, and we consider exploring, could the risks of non-bank payment providers be addressed under current authorities for state money transmitters and other authorities that might exist. So we have not recommended legislation at this point. It is less clear, but it'll be definitely part of, that is the point of raising this for consideration and to, promote discussion of this issue.
Very interesting, guys. And here you can see stablecoins, right? See, they're always talking about stablecoins being the new technology. But what they mean with stablecoins is that it's actually XRP or XLM. They will be fixed at a price so that they have a certain price. And when they are used to actually transfer fiat to fiat, it's actually fixed, right?
Based on the asset that's backing it up, not just based on hope and prayer that you think it has value.
Utility as well and use case.
Right. Well, the
Solving
question
a problem.
is though, right, if you just have a token that has utility, you have to measure that utility by the value that it's able to bring me. So if, for example, I can put my gold token on Ripple, and that increases the functionality of my token. It makes it easier for me to spend it or to earn it because it lowers the transaction costs,
The time.
and it increases the speed. Then yes, there's a value there. How much? It's hard to say, but yes, and you can measure.
That's what.
So here he's talking about utility, guys, and that is why XRP will be the #1 cryptocurrency by time. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.